usual, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So I'm back to reviewing law modules, and I'm finally getting to the one that I was most looking forward to in my first year. I'm sure those of you who are doing law, it's the one that you know the most, and that is criminal law. Now, criminal law is the law that I most thought of when someone said law and law degree to me. Criminal law is the one. It's always been the one that I found the most interesting. It's always been the one that I've wanted to go into practice with, or well, conjunction of criminal law. Anyway, criminal law is nearly as broad, well, it's probably as broad as tort, really. The criminal law module is not as broad as tort. I don't think any module can be as broad as that, because as I said in the video a lot, it's a very broad subject. With criminal, with any piece of law, there's oodles of case law, and then there's oodles of statutes, or there's statutes at least. With criminal law, case law is God. Statutes are his angels, but case law is God. It is ridiculous the amount of case law you have to learn. And obviously criminal law, it consists of murder, manslaughter, the actus reus and mens rea of each act. You've got criminal damage, you've got GBH, which is grievous bodily harm with intent. You have the insanity plea, you have the self-defense plea, necessity as well, which is sort of in the self-defense area. So it is the most interesting for me, and it's probably the one I could say I know the most about, knock on wood. I got a 2-1 in this, so not a first, very upset. I was robbed. I got 4 marks off of a first. I am human. Anyway, for this we did a multiple choice exam, which was the easiest exam I've ever taken in my entire existence, and I've taken a lot of exams, and a written assessment, which was an essay? Yeah, I think second year is where they brought the problem questions like really into force, so yeah, essay, which was really, really fun. Criminal law, I knew basics, because it was part of my A-levels, so that was really good. Didn't touch the textbook at all, so I don't recommend getting a textbook. I will tell you guys what textbook I did get, but I just don't work out of textbooks. Second year, you need to work out of textbooks, but not for first year. A lot more graphic than the other ones, because obviously it does involve murder. We didn't go through sexual offences. Sexual offences is part of criminal law, but it's more, I don't know, universities, or at least my university, did not, because I did 2 criminal modules. I did criminal law, which was the core module, and then I did criminal justice, which is my optional for my second year. I'll tell you all about that in a different video. But my point is that sexual offences is technically present in both of them, but we don't go into much detail. We know it's there, we know the statute for it, but then that's it. You don't learn about cases and stuff like that, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because you get so much graphic detail in the other cases, and you get quotes, and you get quotes from victims, you get quotes from defendants, you get quotes from judges. Lots of quoting going on, which you will find in law. You need to know quotes, like for essays and stuff. You don't really need to know them for exams, or at least the exams I've done. I hope you don't need to know them. So yeah, but it is, because it's murder, so there's graphic detail, and it tells you what happened and stuff like that. So I can understand why they don't do sexual offences, but it's also a law degree. You kind of, if you're going into the criminal bar or the criminal sector of law, you're gonna need to know about sexual offences. As interesting as I find it, and I will always find it interesting, it is so frustrating, because some of the stuff, some of the excuses, some of the stuff solicitors and barristers have had to hear from clients, some of the stuff judges have had to hear in court, or the juries had to hear in court, you want to strangle these people because they're just so dim. You get so frustrated because of the choices these people have made, and obviously the legal system wouldn't exist without these stupid choices, but you just want to wrap your hands around the neck and go, why would you say that, or why would you do that? And it's like when someone bloody shoots a pregnant lady. It's not nice, it's not fun, it's not what you want to hear right before lunch or stuff like that, but it's, first of all, life, and it's the legal criminal world. So, as I said, it's not like, but it's like, it's that sort of stuff, and you're like, what, you're using a pregnant woman as a shield, what are you doing? I can't remember the case name. I should remember the case name, but that is a genuine case that you have to know, where a man uses a pregnant lady as a shield in a gunfight. very charming. And you do watch some documentaries, like such as the James Bulger murder, the one in Liverpool, where it was actually the basis for what age can you be criminally liable, which is 10 to 11. So yeah, that's really fun. You watch a whole documentary, and we watched their interviews, which was, it just makes you feel hollow inside, but it's so interesting as well, which I know sounds really like grim, but it really is interesting, especially if you're into, like, serial killers seem to be a trend at the moment, so if you're into serial killers, you're gonna like criminal law. I definitely found this one of the easiest topics, and probably because I am so interested in it. So that's why they say when you go to university, make sure you're studying something you actually like care about and you're actually interested in, or else you really are wasting your time. I'm not saying all law modules are interesting, because there are some that I truly hate to the bone and will always hate, just because they're boring and really difficult. But criminal law is never going to be one of them. Criminal law is always going to be my favourite. That has been me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Hit the big red subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my wonderful magical internet family already. Comment down below any questions you have about criminal law, about any law module, about life as a law student, the law sector in general, and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.